Okay, so here we are. Just got home from work, and we are going to do an unfair test to the simple stove. I don't know of any alcohol burning stove that can boil a gallon of water, but we're going to try. We're going to use all three of them. I'll put them up on their sides. Put them out like this, using the same pan we used the other night. So we used, this is a new one. So we've used these. I've already got a gallon of water. So I'm gonna light these up, hopefully without burning myself. And I will flip the camera around here if I can. Got a nice flame on these. And I will put the pot right on top. So that's all we're going to see for now, but I am going to cheat a little here. I'm putting a lid on. And we will see what happens in a little bit. Okay, here we go. We're going to check it. It's been 15 minutes. Well, not boiling yet, but it's pretty close. And I can still hear the flames. Yeah, I can still see them under there. So we'll give it a few more minutes. And just a reminder that we are using methyl hydrate. And I still have just a little over half left in my jar here. And this jar comes with them, the 3 cubes for 17 bucks US. So it's a pretty good deal. And like I said, I don't know any alcohol burner that can boil a gallon of water. And in fact, I don't know any alcohol burner that I could put this pot on. That's actually pretty warm. Now this bottom piece I am just using so that they don't go through the grate or in that. You can supposed to put them right on the ground. So that's as close as I've got it, and we'll check it back in about 5 more minutes. Okay, here we go. One more check. Nope, still not boiling, but it's pretty warm. It's got all kinds of bubbles in it. I don't think it'll boil it. But hey, how many alcohol burners do you think can even heat up a gallon of water? Okay, so they were pretty much out. Got this in my hand, and it's only been out for maybe 30 seconds. The other two I've already got put in here. I'm going to put this one in. Trying to do this all myself tonight. You can tell they float around pretty good. All right. So I'm going to put a little more methyl hydrate in with those. Just getting the lid off it. I much prefer doing this outside. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see it. You see the bubbles coming out. So the cubes are now refilling. So now I have actually used this pot out in the field before. This pot is from Neotrekk, and it's what they call their super pot. Actually, I made a stew in this on top of a wood burning stove, and that's what this gunk is. But you can see where the cubes are sitting, it's not scorched. Just gonna flip that one over, make sure it gets full. And you can still see the bubbles coming out. So we're gonna leave it. It takes about 5 minutes. Stick that on. Stick the lid on here. Some cap on it, and we'll give those a couple of minutes. You still see the bubbles coming out of them. So simple stove. I'm going to let those fill up again, and then we are going to give it a second shot and see if we can get it to boil. Alright, just took the lid off. Looks like they finished bubbling. So we'll give it one more shot. Cubes in the same spot. They're not floating this time, so they're full. Yeah. Wipe that off and let it dry a bit before I set my hand on fire. Maybe I will use my other hand. There we go. Alright, we'll put the pot down on it. There we go. Pot's down on it. I don't think, no, you're not going to be able to see it. Alright, so we'll give that a few more minutes. And so quick look. We should be able to get that to boil. Alright, we'll check back in about 10 minutes. Okay, let's see how. Well, yep, we've got a slow boil. You can see the bubbles coming up right where the cubes are. Okay. So, took us 2 tries, but we actually have a boil. I think that's pretty cool. So that's the simple stove. Using all 3, and we have a boil. So apparently, you can boil a gallon of water. It took 2 tries, but you can boil a gallon of water. And also using the super pot from Neotrekk. So I don't know of any other alcohol stove that a pot like this would fit on. Those little tin can ones, yeah, they might boil you a cup of water, maybe 2 cups of water, but this is boiling a gallon of water, and it took 2 tries. So if you have half hour and you're out, and you could probably make a stew. Anywho, so we know it works. So now we'll get rid of this. Alright, just cleaning up my mess. And I will wash this off, but still no scorch marks off of these. Once again, cauldron boil, cauldron bubble.